La, 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 la. All right, round two of this. I had to go for some lunch. I was a little quick. This is did another video. It was, I don't know, maybe 6-7 minutes long or something like that, talking about the new updates. But X15, Chief Architect X15 just pushed out an update today. Been waiting for this update for a long time, and it really, really improves organization for your library by adding some really powerful features, fixing a few features, and yeah, pretty excited. So a couple things to note. I know that we now have, let's see, this guy right here seems to be the big one. Include folder and text search. That's a cool one. They fixed the search subfolders tool. That's a big one. So search subfolders means if we select this materials folder right now, it's not searching subfolders. So the only thing it's showing is something that's in the root of materials itself, which we can see is right here. So if we have that search subfolders checked, now it's showing us all materials across all the subfolders. So they fixed that. That was not working before. So that's working correctly now. The other big one is group editing of search attributes. And so I'm going to show you what that is real quick. I get to lost my feed for a second. There we go. So in this case, I've got a bunch of stucco materials. I want to make sure that RAB is attached to that. So if someone's looking for my particular materials, they can find it. Even if they rename this, they'll be able to find it because there's a search attribute called RAB. And then stucco, RD stucco, I might add the keyword wall. And then we can even just hit enter again, add another one called exterior, right? So there we go. We're adding all these attributes to this. Now, this is a very linear approach to this, which is usually what I'm going to be taking for adding keywords, but there's a few other things that we could do as well. So let me press OK. Now, the next thing that they fixed is I want to move all these to a different folder, and I'm going to search stucco. And you're going to see here, I have a dedicated stucco folder here. So I've got something under brick stone. I also have something under exterior surfacing, and then brick stone and stucco inside of some other catalog that I've got here. So I actually want this to live inside of this one right here. So before, when I clicked on this, it would also include the folder that it already existed in. And so it was making a duplication. Now this works correctly. When I clicked on my searched folder, it eliminates that other folder as a filter. So it's not making a duplication. It is simply moving. So that's an awesome one as well. So I was hopeful for that fix. They made that fix. That's cool. Let's see if we can do a couple of things for a particular object in the library by right-clicking. Now, from the library itself, you can always do all these things: move to folder, open object, search attributes, tags, export library, including delete, cut, copy, etc. Now, if we click on the folder here and then we click on the filtered results, let's see if they gave us, they did not give us delete here. I was hoping that they would. I do have a workaround there, which is that you can move to folder and then search trash, but we do not have a delete or cut directly from the filtered results. So unfortunately, they didn't do anything about that. I was hoping they did. And then I'm just going to be working, kind of organizing, and I'll talk through it as I go. But let's just it's kind of interesting to see what attributes exist across some of these, and some of these just don't have attributes. So I would call this building materials. There's one. Let's add another one that's just RAB. And so this is it. I'm just going to go through folder by folder and just start organizing my stuff. It'd be very cool if they somehow incorporated tags into the search attributes workflow as well. That would make it very, very easy to also add tags as you went. I do have, someone did forward me the changelog. Let me see if there's any other noticeable things in here. Bunch of different fixes, bunch of little glitch stuff that they fixed. I really think the main thing is in that library section. Oh, I'm curious to see if we pull a 3D view, let's see if I'm going to place a light fixture here. And actually, let me place a pendant light. And we're going to see if the select next side, if they give us select next side for electrical items. It did not, so we still don't have that. But apparently they fixed a bunch of things for select next side, so maybe some problems they were running into. Seems to be working just fine on just a cabinet. I'll have to play around with this. Interesting. A couple times I've had to click this twice, so it has a little bit of lag going on with it. Huh. All right, let me get back to library then. Or rather, let's see what else they had. A lot of these are just minor fixes that you may or may not run into. I know that they made it so that we can inject macros appropriately with library items and also keep custom fields that were attached to library items. That was a problem before. It wasn't retaining custom fields. New View Online Folders option in the Folders panel of the library browser. New View option in the Folders panel. In the Folders panel, View option online. Delete catalog, search in folders, collapse all. Huh, I'm not seeing that. View online folders option in the folders panel of the library browser lets you see a list of bonus and manufacturer catalogs available online. So let's toggle this. And then in the manufacturer, oh, here we go. View online catalogs. Oh, that's clever. All right. So it's showing me all my million missing catalogs. Kind of cool. I get it. Good to note. Oh, I have a really big trick for this, for library searching, which I don't think this is even in the documentation. So if I want to search for polls, okay, and when I search for polls, we're going to notice a couple things. I love this. This is new. We're seeing folders. So now we're seeing folders. That's what this toggle is. So this is included in our search here. This is awesome. But the next part about this is that I don't want to view online. If we uncheck polls, I believe it will show us the content. See how filtered results is 71? If we uncheck, filter results are 60. Interesting. Let me just type in poll instead. Okay. And also we'll show folders. Interesting. Folders are at the bottom now. Let's just try this again. We'll do a whole new search. Yeah, it's at the bottom. Funny. Oh, it's actually kind of in the middle of the run. Wonder how they designate that. So something to note about this is we're getting all these things that I don't want to get. For instance, might be seeing like these appliance polls. See how we're getting these appliance polls in our search result? If I type in NOT, capital NOT, and then type in appliance, that is going to eliminate appliance from this search, right? So same thing, if I typed in, I think this is compounded. I can type in not 448. And did we get rid of those 448 ones? Yeah, we did. We could say not 432, right? So just to keep that in mind, you can actually limit some of this stuff, get rid of some of this excess bulk. So if you want to put a negative prompt in your search, that's a big one. So now I'm going to get back to doing a little bit of organization. See what else we've got going on here. Yeah, I'm going to start with my materials folder. Countertops, I think I already cleaned these up with the group search attributes. Yeah, so everything's got uniform stuff. I'm sure there's instances when you don't want it uniform, but I keep my folders pretty organized, so this works well for me. So I have a combination of folder organization versus the style where you just throw everything everywhere and you just tag it. So you could do either or. I do both. So I wanted to make sure that all the siding's appropriately tagged. Yeah, siding wall wrap, RD siding. Yep. Stucco, all of these new stuccos removed here. Now let's just double check that everything has the same attributes. So it doesn't. So it's easy for me to come in here, check all these items if I want. Maybe I want to delete wallboard. And there we go. Now we've applied all those to everything I selected. These are old glass textures that I don't use anymore. Hey, Patricia from Kentucky. This icon right here, if you see this icon right here, lighting glass, that means that this is, I don't own this essentially. This is a link to the catalog item. So, which I'm surprised that it's in all caps. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, it was a link to glass standard. Funny. Okay. Okay, so this is all my glass textures. So might as well fix the search attributes. Glass and glazing, I like that. It looks like Chief is still trying to render and ray trace because that was the preview, ray trace all the glass, which glass is always going to take longer. So this is lagging right now quite a bit. It's not letting me, interesting, it's not letting me do this because maybe we have that one that's selected that is from Chief. So let's unselect that one if we can. Now let's try search it. There we go. Okay, so that was a problem there. And I like material as a tag. Why not? Yeah, if we change this from being ray trace to standard view, things are going to move a lot quicker. Glass gray, glass gray. These are both outdated. Let me know if you're watching and you got any questions. Happy to ask, happy to answer. If you're ever generating a a light fixture and you want the light fixture to turn off the lighting white texture, you have to designate it as using a particular material. So if I open this object, what I'm going to do here is under the material, excuse me, the texture, let's see. So this is, so if we open up an electrical object like a light, we want to make sure that it's using the default material from the plan, which would be glass light. And then that way it will turn on and off when you turn on and off the fixture. It's kind of a complicated workflow generating lights for Chief. Grabs diamond glass tumbler. Let's see what this is. Okay, cool. All right, hardscaping. Let's just flagstone, pavers. Yeah, I like all this. Pavers already road, rabs. Rabs can be deleted. Okay. Oh, this just makes this a dream. It's going to be so easy. Let's just do a little quick test. Already stucco, and I should be able to get to, not only should it show me the folder that these live in, or if we just type in stucco, should show me my stucco folder. Yeah, and it doesn't have this icon, so it's easy. Very easy, multiple different ways to get to what I want here. So just double clicking that gets me to this. Yeah, this is just really, really improving quite a bit. Very cool. And just knowing that we can always, stack filters based on type. So you can do material, for instance, type material, and then stucco. And then I could do RD stucco on top of that. And my stuff. So very cool. I got that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not sure who you are. Two people sent me it. Two people sent me the update. I really appreciated that. I wanted to take a look and see what was in there because there was a couple things that I didn't know about. So, and there were a couple things that didn't get done that I was hoping would. So let's see. Top level library category during a search will now remove the previously selected folder from the current filter set. So that's good. That's a little fix that we were running into. Oh, Kenny Crocker. Hey, thank you. The name of the selected item in the library now displays in the status bar. I never look at the status bar, honestly. Selection of highlight color no longer displays on top of selected object in the library filter results. Improve the material map checkbox labels in the advanced search dialog to be more descriptive. Okay. Fix an issue that prevented folder structure from being maintained when duplicate library data was imported into the user catalog. All right. Fix the problem that caused dragging a library folder to be slow in Macs. You're welcome, Mac. The tab key can now use to navigate folders. Okay, so that's a big one. So if I type in, let me go RD stucco, and I don't want to touch my mouse. I want to just get to my selection. So I should be able to tab, 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 and there you go. So now I can tab, I just tab to, yes, I just tab to my materials here. Although the arrow keys are moving very slowly for this. Funny. Maybe if I did, maybe it would this be more valuable if you do list view because it's cycling really slowly. So I'm up here at RD Stucco. I tab, 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 tab. I wish the first tab just gave us the filtered results. That would be awesome. Okay, so now I'm here and I can move up and down. It's just too bad the preview is very slow. If we went to vector view, would it be faster? The nice thing about this is you have a method for calling up a hotkey to get to the library, search the library, tab into it, and make your selection. And that's useful if you've programmed some kind of a macro system to like a Stream Deck. Just makes it really fast to grab library items that way, just by a programmed button. So the way that would work would be, I've got a hotkey for library. It would go Control A, stucco. In this case, does the arrow key just get me down? It looks like it's highlighted, but it's not. We got Shift Tab, highlight, no, Shift Tab again, Shift Tab again. Yeah, so you have to know the number of tabs to be able to get to this part. But if you're looking for something very specific, so here'd be another one. Let me do this. I'll do Control 135 dash, and I know that I have 135 dashes in here. So it's highlighted right now, but I don't think it's selected. Oh, it is selected. Because 13 dash is a painter. So let's try that again. Let me just delete this. So I'll give you a workflow test here. There we go. 135. Oh, we didn't kill the filter. Let's try this again. So I've got a hotkey that's going to send me to this with the type in 135 all in one action, hit enter, and yes, it applied it immediately because it chose the first thing there. So that's a way you can generate a hotkey for a user library item now. We didn't used to be able to do that in the previous version of X15. We could do it in X14. It was a little clunkier than this. So this is great. This is a much improved workflow here. Only problem with this is once you've done applying it, you can't then do another hotkey unless it's a text-based hotkey, because we've got this. So you'd have to make sure that it's, let's see, if we go out of the library, back into the library, yeah, Control, yeah, you're overriding things. So 148 hyphen, that's going to get me to this sprayer tool. Very cool. So you can program the Stream Deck to use my kitchen tools. Pretty slick. So you can have all these toolbar tools on your Stream Deck and then just be able to press one button and get to one of those tools. Very cool. Joe Carrick makes a system for that plugs into my toolbar. So that's a pretty cool one. That whole system together, you combine the cost of mine and the cost of his, and a Stream Deck. It's kind of expensive. You're getting up towards $800, but you're because the Stream Deck's a couple $100, his thing's a couple $100, my thing's a couple $100. But single button press to get to quick actions. That'll save you time and probably pay for itself pretty quick. Now I'm curious if I want to set that up. Dang it. Maybe. Glass and lights, hardscaping, landscaping. What would be Rab's trees? I wonder what that is. Oh, looks like a bunch of trees off in the distance. Funny. Man, I love this. This is they did a great job on this too. They were talking about the concept and I was getting it, and it was sounding cool, but definitely very cool implementation of this. This is well thought out. This is just going to make it really, really easy to find whatever I want very quickly. I'll show this again. Is we're going to move this to the folder that's stone, in brick and stone. And yeah, it deletes the brick and stone. In the previous version, it would also have brick and stone up here. So that's good. Before I move it, let's see, what would be the workflow here? because I want to apply all the correct tags to it too. So stone. So now I need to find stone, and search folders is there. So I should be able to see this, double click it. Yeah. And then just make sure that highlight all, search attributes, and we got one missing, some details. So delete that keyword, and then check, 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 check. Bam. Oh, that is just awesome. And close those filters out. Don't have a whole lot in masonry and stone. Funny. Metals. I need to make a bunch more metals. So if I select this, let's see if we can select all the filtered things throughout all these folders. That's funny. It only shows 3. Oh, subfolders. There we go. So I should be able to search attributes, all these. That's awesome. Throughout all the subfolders. How cool is that? All these are going to be metal. So here's an instance where I don't want to apply all to everything here. I do want to add rab. I want to delete rabs, and we're going to add RD metal. All. There we go. Super simple. And so I just tagged everything in my metals folder the way I'd like it. Very cool. My backdrops is always going to take a long time to load. Surprised I don't have more floors than this. That looks like a little light on floors. I guess that's it. Yeah, wood, sure. Okay. Just working quietly now. You guys have any comments or questions about this? I'm just organizing. Easy enough to tag everything that's in my materials library. That's pretty straightforward. Some of the other stuff, I might rethink my systems or who knows what. But I've been dying to do this. It just makes such a big difference when you're in the middle of working and you don't want to, have your workflow interrupted. Being able to search and find exactly what you need is just such a big improvement. Fabric, upholstery. Let's get rid of wallboard. Add keyword wrap. And geez, too much stuff going on in here. Let's see. Let's just do, I like that right there. Whoa, look at all that. Holy cow. Wow. Can we group delete? No, we can't. Interesting. Oh, and it's not giving me the ability to do anything here. So that means what I found out, I think, is that means something in here is copied from somewhere else. Meaning it's linked. Yeah, this and this. I don't know why, because I generated it from a copied deal. That's too bad. Interesting. Huh. And what would these look like? Bet you anything these are mine. If I edited them. Yeah, this is my own texture. Somehow it's showing that it's linked. Let's see if we can maybe, if we duplicate it, does it become mine? It does. There we go. I don't want it linked to its original. Let's see if we've got any more like that. So what I did was I took a material from the catalog from Chief, and then I made it my own by changing all the maps out. But somehow it's seeing that it was linked to the original file, original library. In which case we can't put search attributes to it, which is kind of funny. Yeah, like I know this one's mine. Okay, now I should be able to pick the root, select all, and get rid of all this. Make it real simple. Yeah. Oh, so we were wondering, can we delete all of them? Yes, we can. Cool. So let's try, let's see if we can get a tag transferred. So I'm going to just test this on something. So I got a stool here, gallery stool, gallery stool. And I want to make a custom tag for this. That's going to be stool. All right, stool, create new tag name stool, bam. And actually I want to change that. Let's just make it stools. And yeah. And let's see, how do we edit tags? This should be delete. Okay, right click, delete. Yep. So stool should just give me that one item. Now I want to export this. So export library. And in fact, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to test a couple things. Let's open this up. Oops. Open this up. And in our object information, I'm going to do a new custom field. Info. Sure. Test. Okay, and not only that, but we're going to even inject a macro. This fasteners one. Why not? Now let's export this. Perhaps kind of like a stool test, and we'll just put delete. Okay, so that exports, compresses the texture file, exports it, and now I want to delete this. So user catalog, delete. Okay. Let's kill this tag. Let's delete this tag. Yes. Trash. Let's empty trash. Yes. Now let's try and drag and drop that guy. Catalogs. CA. X15. And delete tools test. So that just showed up, and sure enough, that imported the tag. So now my full toolkits for kitchen, bath, all that stuff that I have tagged will now transfer. All those tags will transfer, and they'll show up on your side once you update your system with my new stuff. So then you'll be able to do stuff like click on, kitchen styles, or click on kitchen styles will get you some style palettes I've been building out very quickly. Clicking on countertops. These are compounded. They don't replace each other, but clicking on countertops will get you to my countertops real quickly. Clicking on appliances should get you to my appliances very quickly. So this will all transfer now. So that's very cool. So if we click, control click, control click, control click, control click, and one more control click. Now I should be able to mood folder, stool, RD, yep, there we go, easy. And it should show us that folder. No, it doesn't. So stool RD should get us to this. Stool's Kitchen RD. Okay. Yeah, everything's in there. Cool. Search attributes. RD stool should be on everyone. Bar stool, kitchen, rab, seating, yes, and sitting, I don't care about. Bam. Quick, easy, fast. Great organization. Just want to double check that I put rab in here. Yeah, I did. Cool. And then we can make sure we got the tag stools on these. Apply. That way, kill that filter, click this filter, gets us to this very quickly. Very cool. Getting to be very, very fast. Interesting. Delete. I have a tag called delete here. Where's that one? Jam casing delete. Oh, okay. Thought that was an internal note to myself to delete something. Got some funny stuff in here. This is hardware. And these are posts. Super fast. Okay, I'm gonna probably end the stream, but yeah, let me know in comments afterwards if you got any questions. Not getting any engagement right now, so we'll shut it down.